Taurus men are a little tricky. How do you know when to draw closer, and when to lean back? None can be more challenging in this way than the cautious Taurus man. He sincerely wants a committed relationship, but he's also scared of change. How can you show him you're interested without pushing him away? It's not easy letting someone know you're interested. I know from my years of experience as a relationship astrologer that it's always tough to be vulnerable and put your heart out there. What if you get rejected? With the Taurus man, this can be even harder, as they are so incredibly cautious about revealing their true feelings. This is one guy who will resist a relationship purely based on his insecurity around the inevitable changes that come with commitment. So how can you let him know you want him, without making him run for the hills? No one wants to make that first move without at least being a little confident that he'll return the interest. There are a few signs he's as keen as you are, followed by a helpful guide on how to let him know you want to take things to the next level, without pushing him away. But first, don't forget to click the link in the description below and download my free ebook. So, let's get started. How do you know if he's really interested? There are some reliable signs that this Taurus man wants you just as much as you want him. Number 1. He's taking you out. Taurus men definitely are interested if they're putting effort into wooing you. This means taking you on plenty of romantic dates. If he's footing the bill, he's extra interested. Taurus men do not spend money on someone that they don't see a future with, trust me. Number 2. He's buying you gifts. If your Taurus sweetheart is buying you gifts, you can be very sure that he wants you. Taurus men consider gifts as investments. Being such thrifty signs, they're not going to spend their hard-earned dollars on someone who they are only casually interested in. Number 3. He's talking about the future with you. The cautious Taurus man is all yours if he's talking about one day when, or if we had a house together, or anything along those lines. He's beginning to slowly accept the idea of change, and he's seeing a time when the two of you are happily committed and sharing a life. Number 4. He's acting possessive. Taurus men are known to be rather possessive. If they are serious about you, they consider you one of their prized possessions, metaphorically and healthily, of course. If he's checking up on you and shooting dark looks at other men, you know for sure that he's completely yours. 5 ways to show a Taurus man you're interested without pushing him away. So now that you know he's interested, let's explore some of the subtle yet clear ways you can send him signals that you want him, without looking needy. Number 1. Dress your very best. For a Taurus man, senses are everything. These are your most visual, touchy-feely signs, and they are naturally attuned to beauty. If you want him to know you are interested, be sure to dress in your most flattering outfits, the ones you feel great in. He'll notice quality clothing and accessories, and he'll appreciate a classy, feminine fragrance. Do the same with your makeup and hair. Remember that Taurus men tend to like natural beauty, so don't lay it on too thick. Number 2. Touch him often. Being an earth sign means that this guy likes plenty of physical touch. In fact, touch is one of his most likely love languages. Try to create plenty of special moments where you reach out and hold his hand, give him a hug, or place a suggestive, seductive hand on his leg. I'm not talking about groping. Ladies, be subtle, but show him you mean business. Of course, turning those touches into something more will also be a great success. Taurus men communicate with their bodies more than their heads, so look to see if he's returning the action. Number 3. Show him you're reliable. Taurus is a fixed sign, which means that they are consistent, reliable, and committed to everything that they do. If you show him that you, too, are reliable, he will hold that as more precious than anything else. He wants to know if you'd be willing to go the long haul, and if you are, he'll meet you there. He'll start leaving that cautiousness behind and coming closer and closer to you. This translates to being on time, following up with plans, and being consistent about your feelings. This can create a huge amount of trust between you and will show him you're interested. Number 4. Let him know he can take his time. Taurus men respond very badly to any pressure. It's not that they can't handle commitment or don't want it, but it has to be on their terms. If you push him into anything too quickly, His famous heels will dig in and he'll simply refuse to engage. Gently letting him know you're there and that he has space and time to decide if this is something that he wants is a great strategy. It will firstly let him know you are sweet on him and secondly make him feel safe to draw close to you. Of course, there has to be a limit, so give yourself a deadline, perhaps a few months. You have to also maintain your own self-respect. Number 5. Give him gifts. The final way you can get into a Taurus man's heart for certain is to lavish him with gifts. They can be as simple as a thoughtfully handcrafted trinket or as luxurious front row tickets to a show. He will also love being spoiled with food, so taking him to dinner or making him a meal will do the trick. Gifts are an important way of saying, I care about you, in the world of the Taurus man, but a handmade card can be as valuable as a pricey vacation to him. These are the top ways you can make a Taurus man feel loved and special without suffocating him or seeming needy. It's not an easy balance, but if you time things just right, you can encourage him to leave caution behind and invest in a relationship with you. Do you have some tips that you've found work with a Taurus man? Go ahead and share your story or questions in the comments below. If you like this video and find it helpful, please give it a like and also make sure to subscribe, ring the bell, so you get notified whenever I post new content and follow me on Instagram for daily relationship tips.